Hi everyone, today's lesson is about creating smart drop-down list in Excel, and we are going to do this using two formulas. You can use dynamic drop-down content, or you can also use this to control data entry, that is by evaluating the data before we enter them. Now, imagine you are head of a division and you are making a form for entries to collect from the field. So you can have a guided form that will tell you, please select from the list. That is, from here, let's scroll down, only select what is here. You also the date, input a future date or just today. For instance, if I try to change this to 2020, it will tell you, please input invalid future date. And also, if you try a number like 90, it will tell you the number must be between that 1000 to 2000 and so on. So let me show you how to go about this, and we're going to use two formulas, that is the direct reference or cell referencing. But on cell referencing, the two is one which is not dynamic, but the other one is a dynamic one. So let me take you through. Now, the division I have two. So if I want to make a drop-down list, I'll come to data validation, then I'll send this to from any value. You can pick either of these, but I want a list. And a list I've got engineering, finance, and marketing. Then say okay. You can see I've got that here. The challenge with this is whenever I enter anything, I have to update. For instance, if I say IT, it will tell me node. So I can add something on this, come back to data validation. I want to say, please select from the list. And if there is an error, I want please input valid division. I'm gonna say okay. So this will guide you here. Please select, then select, and the moment you do a one, like let's say that here entitled, please input valid division. Okay, so that is one way. But what you realize with this, anytime you want to add a new division, you must come here and say settings. For instance, I want to add HR department. I'll come and type HR. So this is very tiresome. So alternatively, now to make this dynamic, we have just to add from this list. And you realize when you come to data validation here, so we can change this to a list. We are going to use the option 2, which is cell referencing, and I want to add like an IT here. So what I'll do, I'll just come to data validation. Then once there, it's changed here to a list, but I'm not going to pick. I'll clear that. Then this is positive, the whole of this part. Now with this, it's kind of dynamic, but not fully automated, in that if I add a department like IT, you realize it's not featuring here. When I come, it's not here. So I'll have to come back each and every time I do that to insert any space in between the first range, then you can drag it up. When you do that, now you will have it. You can say now I am writing here. Now I want to fully make this first part dynamic and automated, such that anytime I add something here, I don't have to go back and slide it up by creating the space. So just click on in between, then Control C, add it to table, like table 5. Just making this to be table. I want to make this to be table div main division, then enter. Now again I want to come here to change it just to normal. So later with my table here, so what I'm going to do, I want to know the reference that Excel is telling me. It's table div division. So I'm going to copy this, just copy that, cancel. Then I come back now to my data validation cell. So I'm come here and I want to edit my validation. So we come to data validation, but at this point, because I don't want to be always adjusting this clear, then you press this, but you realize this one Excel doesn't realize. So you will have first to do with this add. The other thing you have to introduce for still, even if you do that, still it won't use it because it doesn't see this as a range. This range is a range. So I'm going to use another formula which is in direct formula. Open the bracket, then open quotation marks, just to make it be determined as a range, then you close. By doing so, then you say okay. So you realize here I have this. Now below HR, I want to add another department which is product design. And you enter. You realize this table has shifted, but now if you come here without sliding it up, already I have my product design. So that's how you make data validation easy, that always automates. Now I want to make project start date to be today or future date. So I will come to data validation. Then for this case, it's not any value, but I'm going to click on a date, the case that fits that. But instead of saying between, you just say what is greater than. Then I use the dynamic, the current date, which is today. And use today just with the opening quotes. Then I want to say enter a future date. And on alert, I just don't need a title. I just want to say date must be a future date. I mean, just the entry, not date. Entry has to be a future date. Then I say okay. So that means if I say that, you see, there's spelling error somewhere. So you just come with the future date. So if I say that, but you realize it's 2027, it's okay. So we are there. Then project number, we also want to restrict this part. So come to data validation. Then for this one, must be whole number between 1,000 and 3,000. So anything that won't be amongst this can't be. Enter a number between 1,000 and 1,000, and alert will be and let's say number range is that. So if I say 2, it will not give me that. But if I say 1,000, it's okay. Say 2,500, it's okay. Say 4,000, it's not. Now company one, I just want this to be a 4-digit number. So this way again you want to say which one do you think can use here? Can use that excellent. So this one also you want to say your text length, and instead of between, it must be equals to 5. So if I say like project 1000, okay, what you say the P of PR and project 1000, obviously not allow you to. So you can also come back to that, just input a message, enter code from digit code and 3 must be from digit. Okay, now even for this again, you can use the same name for not only variable text length, but for here, you guys want greater than 10. So your phone, like project description, if you say this is new, so you know what? So we say new product design prototype. Then for reason it's size. So that's how we use data validation to restrict users so that you get accurate responses. That now once you've done that, you can see this option here. We have that. Here also we have enter project number between that. Here you have this and the design. Now to apply to this downer ones, you can see these downer cells we don't have. So this is how you do. You can just copy all. Then you copy, highlight the area you want to apply, then right click, paste special, then validation only. Then now all these area you can see, clicking here tells you that the validation has picked. So that's how you apply validation to other new cells.